Greg Berhalter said a lot in his matchday -1 press conference. He did not, however, give us a starting lineup. So, should the U.S. starters be playing against a Grenada team that I will remind you is ranked 170th in the latest FIFA rankings?
You also said the rankings don't matter. Yes, starters, core, if you will. Now, there seem to be some people forgetting the few amount of games left from now until the World Cup. Okay? You have these 2 games, and then you have a September FIFA fixture window with 2 more games. Seb, and then it's the World Cup. The players will be released from their clubs, and a week later, you will start the World Cup. So you essentially have 4 games to fine-tune, to tweak, to discover new players, to mess with any formation or player that you want. And you don't want to do it with fringe players. You want to do it with a base of players. It's an opportunity to work with said players. And listen, it may sound trivial, it may sound minute, but I like what he says about we start our defense of the Nations League title. I know we've made less of the tournament before, but it's a mentality, it's an approach. You want to win trophies. You want to be considered El Gigante de CONCACAF, the CONCACAF Giant. This is one of those steps.
All right, look, if there's a reason to counter you, because I think you're right. At the end of the day, what Trump saw is there's only 1 international break left after this. There's only 2 games that the U.S. is going to play. So you need to have everybody together if you've got a young team like Greg Berhalter. However, the counter is pretty obvious one, right? It's like, what are you actually going to get evaluating anybody, whether it's an individual or a team against the 170th ranked team in the world like Grenada? This is a team that didn't even get out of the first round of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. They were 4th in a group of 5. The only team they finished ahead of, Herc, the U.S. Virgin Islands. This is a very, very bad team. The other factor that you should consider here is risk. And it's not just injury risk to the guys that we always think about, which is your Christian Pulisic, your Weston McKennies. I think we also have to point out the risk of overuse to everybody, right? Because I think what we've seen in the last couple of weeks, at least I felt it watching a lot of the UEFA Nations League game, is we're seeing a lot of tired legs from players right now. So if we're thinking about the World Cup and keeping everybody healthy, then I at least see the point to not starting and not using everybody in a game against Grenada. Yeah. Certainly this level of competition. Maybe El Salvador's a different level. But if you think that the U.S. approach is correct, well, what do you think of Mexico's approach? Because it is totally the opposite. It is very different. But Mexico's a different team.
They've been good, right? I mean, World Cup qualifying was a cinch for them. It flew by. It was exactly what Tata Martino has sold the Mexican people and the Mexican Federation it would be, right? This proactive, very free-flowing football in the final third, right? That's what it was, right?
No, but I don't think you're gonna find that in the Nations League.
So let me ask you a question. What does Mexico struggle with the most today?
Scoring goals.
Scoring goals. Is it a lot easier to score goals on the Uruguays of the world, the Ecuadors of the world, or Surinams of the world?
Yes, it is easier, but I don't think, will those goals translate to anywhere else in the world?
Let me tell you from being a goal scorer or trying to be a goal scorer that when you score a goal, it gives you confidence, and that confidence gives you more goals. That's just the way it works, Seb. Players are about confidence. They're about going out there and feeling, going off instinct and not overthinking it. And when you can score goals, that's what you can do. Now, Mexico right now, I don't understand it because you've not played the way you want to play, and you spoke about the FIFA fixture window. I mean, we're 5 months away, Seb, so whatever tired legs or injury you think could happen, like a sore muscle, sore hamstring, whatever, that's still 5 months away. I mean, let's not go out on a limb and say freak accidents, because that could happen anywhere. It just seems like an opportunity lost for Tata Martino here.
Yeah, I think what he's looking at is long-term health, and the difference between these two teams is age, right? The U.S. is a lot younger team. I think you can push those guys a lot harder. Mexico's a lot older team, so Tata Martino has to manage minutes quite a bit more, I think, than Greg Berhalter.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.